I got a message and I want to read it. It says, I adore you. Oh, thank you. I adore you too. Please tell me how you felt after you cut your hair short. I'm 42 and have the same length as you did before you cut your hair, and I want a short cut, but I'm terrified. Laugh out loud. Any advice? It's my insecure self, and men always judge women with short hair, and it's annoying. Smiley face, thank you. We are going to talk about that message now. That's not the first time I have received a message like that, and it probably will not be the last time. You know, it just makes me again ponder the whole subject of society and just how society looks at women and how society looks at women across the board, regardless of age. You know what? We are constantly told what our body shape is supposed to look like. We're told that, you know, our wrinkles when we get older, and we are told all the way down to our haircut how we're supposed to look to fit the norm of what society deems acceptable for a woman. And I'm here to tell you, you can make your own norm. You can do whatever you want. And we are going to dive into the topic of short hair and my personal experience of how I felt when I did cut my hair. So let's just jump right in. We are going to talk about the short haircut. So what does society think about women and their hair? You know, society basically, we are put into two categories. We're put into the category of youthful long hair, and then we're put into the category of older and short hair. And I'm here to tell you it can be any category you want. We don't have to listen to what society says. I say this over and over and over again. I mean, I'm 57. I have massive amounts of tattoos. I'm not stopping anytime soon. I wear what I want, and I choose to have short hair. That is my style, and I don't listen to anybody but myself. And I gotta tell you, I am much happier for that. So the gist of her question to me was, how did I feel when I cut my hair? And I did respond to her, and I told her exactly how I felt. And I have to tell you, this is exactly how I felt. When I made the decision to cut my hair short, I was in a real transitional period. I was in a period of where I was quitting my corporate job. I was going over to social media full time, and it was a big, scary jump. If you think for 1 second that that was an easy decision, it was not. But I found it within myself to follow my dreams regardless as to how much I was scared. And I'm like, wow, you know what, Lonnie? This is really cool. You are making a huge step. And I wanted my hair to represent the newfound freedom that I had found within myself. And what I was feeling with my hair, because I have really super thick hair and it's very heavy. And what I was feeling with my hair at that time was very weighed down. I felt like it was just like carrying 5 pounds of weight of hair on my head. And I didn't want to carry around that. I felt like I was carrying around my past. I felt like I was carrying around my corporate job. I felt like I was carrying around all the burdens of what I felt society said I should be looking like. And I was like, no, I want to cut my hair. And then when I was like, I'm going to cut my hair, I'm like, I'm just going to go bold. You know what? I want it shaved. I just wanted to represent how I was feeling. So flew up to San Francisco because that's where I get my hair cut. I saw my barber because yes, I go to a barber. And I told him, I'm like, here's where I'm at. And he's like, perfect. He's like, I've been waiting for you. I have been waiting for you to get to this point where we were going to do this. And he's like, I'm so stoked. I love my barber. So we did this. And I have to tell you, now, basically every aspect of my life is on social media. And I took this one particular moment to put my camera away, to put my phone away. And I told him, I'm like, this is between you and me and my hair. I want this moment to represent something, and I want this moment to mean something. And I put my phone away. And I sat there, and with every passing of the razor, I felt weight just let go. It was just the most amazing emotional experience I've had in a really long time. It was very much like getting a tattoo. And I sat there, and I felt free, and I felt even more free, and I felt even freer. And I have to tell you, ever since then, I have had a really cool transition in my energy. I mean, I've always had really good energy, but now my energy is like, hey, you know what? I've got really good short, sassy hair energy, and I love it. And it fits me perfect. It fit my life at that particular moment perfectly. So that is how I felt when I cut my hair. That is the freedom that I'm trying to share with you today. So if you feel like you were out there and you want to have any changes, I want this story to be like, wow, you know what? There are certain things I want to change. There are, you know what? Maybe it's a haircut. And I hope that that story helps you make that decision. Women do have a tendency, whenever they are in a transition, whenever they are maybe coming out of a bad relationship or anything like that, they have a tendency to cut their hair, because what that represents, just like it represented for me, it represented a change. It represented a moment of strength. It represented a transition. And it is a very known fact that, again, if women are going through something, they want to cut their hair. So this leads me to this question. I mean, are we held on to this long hair for the wrong reasons? I mean, if we're going to cut our hair to show our strength, what is the long hair saying? I mean, it's a question that we can ask, and it's a conversation that we can have, but it really got me to thinking. So again, if you're out there and you want to make changes to your hair, you don't have to cut it all off. You don't have to shave the sides and go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But if you want to make a change to your hair, make a change to your hair. If you want to color it, color it. If you want to let it go gray, let it go gray. I say all the time, my gray hair is a statement of my individuality, not a statement of my age. My gray hair has nothing to do with how old I am. This is just me saying to the world, I'm not going to hide who I am. I'm 57 years old, my hair is gray, and this is my hair. But I don't stop there. I mean, yes, I have gray hair, and I put purple in it, because this is my statement that I'm 57, I have gray hair, and I can do whatever I want to with it. If I want it to be purple, pink, green, yellow, I don't care. I'm doing that to my hair because this is my statement to the world of who I am. And again, if I can give you 1 ounce of encouragement, if I can just give you one thought of being like, I think I'm going to try something new with my hair, then it's a good day for me. Then it's a successful episode for me. Because that is all I'm trying to do, is to give you the encouragement to look within yourself and see if there's something you want to do. And you have to let society go. You have to let opinions go. Because if we live our lives based off of other people's opinions or the fear of what somebody might think about us, we are never truly going to find our happiness that we so honestly deserve. You know what? I don't know how much more emotion I can put into this, and I don't know how much more I can say this, but I just really want you to just do what is going to make you happy. So in short, that is my episode for short hair. You know, it might not be what you thought it would be. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and show you short hairstyles because we are all individual. And what I think is cute, you might be like, I don't really like that. And it's not about the hair, and it's not about the style. It is, again, it's about how it makes you feel. I'm always saying style and fashion have nothing to do with what you're wearing. It's about how it makes you feel. Your hair has nothing to do with the cut, the length, or the color. It's about how it makes you feel. If you feel like your hair is not representing who you are, do something about it. If your hair, regardless of to what style it is, makes you feel good, keep your hair. That's all I got to say about that. It's you, it's your style. You need to do what you want to do. So as always, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I really like this one. I like the message that I just said, and I hope if you are hearing this and it sparks anything in you, I'm really glad that it did. If you enjoyed today's episode, by all means, please hit that like button. If you like, stick around and see what I'm going to talk about next, because you know what, you just never quite know what that is. Please hit subscribe. If you would like to leave a comment about maybe your thoughts of individuality, your hair, any thoughts, questions, or concerns, by all means, please leave a comment down below. I love hearing what you have to say. And if you'd like to follow me on any of my social media platforms, those are all listed down below. And I'd love it if you would do that also. So until next time, remember, your hair is about you. It's about nobody else. And I will see you on the next episode.